Hi Capricorn, welcome back. So Capricorn, this reading is going to be for mid-July. It is you versus them. So Capricorn, I'm going to pull cards on you, what your hopes, fears, next steps are. Then I'm going to pull cards on the person external to you, what their hopes, fears, next steps are. Keep in mind that the person external is anyone over that has the most significance over the next 2 weeks. It can be an intimate lover. Yes, I feel like that's what most people's mind go to, but not always. Sometimes it could be dealing with a coworker, a friend, a family member, an ex, you name it. So take it as it resonates. Also, most of the energy is future oriented. So come back to this reading end of July, early August and see, in retrospect how things played out. You'll get more information that way. Also, because it's general and can be interchangeable, keep that in mind. Check out my other YouTube page, Tarot Talks with Dana, link in the description box below, as well as my Instagram and Facebook for more fun stuff, okay? So, Capricorn, let's go ahead and get started here, all right? And see what you're dealing with these next 2 weeks. For your you versus them. So overall energy here is the King of Cups. Could be dealing with the water sign. Ooh, can't really see that, can you? Yeah, there we go. Particularly Scorpio. I have Scorpio at the bottom of the deck, but could be Cancer, Pisces, and or that's just the energy that's being embodied over the next 2 weeks. Now, the King of Cups in this deck talks about commitment. Sticking to commitments, whether that be commitments to ourselves or quite literally a partnership commitment. It is honoring those commitments, and so that's an important overall message for you, but we'll see what that's about. Also, the King of Cups is a very spiritual card in this deck. It is connected to emotions and our spiritual journeys that we take here on planet Earth. So we'll see how that works out. You're starting this reading out in the 10 of Swords. So this is a feeling of loss, ending, betrayal. This person is pretty distraught in this picture. So you could be dealing with someone going through that, Capricorn, or that could be the energy that you have embodied in the recent past, kind of being stuck in that emotional state, feeling misunderstood is what the word that flashed into my mind, maybe on an emotional level. And for some reason, that's what the starting of the reading is. Now, this person is in the Hanged Man. This person is gaining a different perspective, which is interesting because I got specifically the word misunderstood, but yet this person over here is trying to see things from a different angle. So if there's been a misunderstanding on an emotional level, I feel that this person may be gaining some enlightenment during this period of time. So we'll see. Capricorn, how do you view the person external to you? Oh my goodness. All right, so you have the Queen of Wands, 8 of Cups. This is fire energy out now. And how you view this person. So the Queen of Wands is a fiery type of personality. In the upright, it's someone who gets the job done, who also requires, on the more negative side, quite a bit of attention. Now, I feel like there's the 8 of Cups here, so there's a walking away from that. Okay, so I feel like you view this person, Capricorn, as leaving a situation alone, which is an interesting message to get, or yeah, it's kind of being in a state of mind where, someone is walking away from past hurts or needing to do that. They could have walked away from you quite literally. So I'm going to get clarification on that. For some of you, there was another person involved, a fire sign in particular, that's walked away. So we'll see. It's going to be a little bit different for all of you. Interesting start. So how they view you. The Star card, the Seven of Wands, and the Moon. This person feels like you block your own healing in some way or another. There's a defensive energy here. You might be defending your freedom here, or there's also a sense of like a secretive nature. So they feel like, you know, that you might be harboring underlying emotions that you're not sharing with them, that there's a sense of somewhat being on the defense yet wanting to heal. It's a very contrasting energy in how they view you. They view you as a star yet the moon, you know. So I feel like this person sees a lot of potential here, but at the same time they feel or view you as somewhat blocking that, or blocking them from letting them in. And like I said earlier, I got a feeling of misunderstood as the energy at the beginning of the reading. So I'm definitely going to have to clarify these and see what's going on here. Towards the end of July, early August. And if you hear thunder, there's a major storm coming through outside my window. My window's behind the camera. So, wow, did not want that many cards, really. So your energy towards the end of this time period is the Empress, Two of Cups, Seven of Wands. Interesting that you're going to be embodying the Seven of Wands because they saw you as protective or defensive. They saw you as the Seven of Wands, and then here you are doing that. And then Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Six of Wands. And I feel like these came out in two groups, so I'm going to read it that way. Some of you feel defensive towards somebody that is a soulmate to you. And soulmates aren't always intimate partners. This could be a family member, friend, etc. But I have the Empress out with it. So I feel like whoever this is has a very motherly type energy about them. Or a very feminine energy, whether they're male or female. And you're on the defense with this person. Why? You feel misunderstood. You feel betrayed by this person for a lot of you. If you're a Capricorn female, you might be the Empress. Okay, so you might be feeling a connection with someone yet keeping them at a distance. All right. If you're a Capricorn male, I feel like you're dealing with the Empress, like a motherly type of personality. Okay. And they know this about you. They know that you are feeling that, you know, they've gotten that enlightenment. They're aware. Now, I feel like also there's a sense of having new information, new communication come through the end of July, and the Six of Wands feeling triumphant or getting attention, okay? Getting attention and communication. And I'm going to see what that's about here. So there's two messages. For some of you, there's two groups. So I'll keep it general and then I'll break it down. Person you're dealing with, end of July, early August. Yeah, this person is Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. This person is stressed. Towards the end of this time period, they may be really, really in their head, lacking sleep, insomnia, waiting though, patiently waiting. This person feels like they've invested a lot of time or energy into this situation or you. For some of you, it's totally external. They might have stressors going on outside of this union or partnership or whatever this is. But I feel like for most of you, it's to deal with you. There's a sense of disappointment here as well. So I'm going to see what's going on here. I keep seeing the Queen of Wands. Some of you are definitely dealing with a Leo. Woo. There was a huge strike of lightning as I said that. I almost might want to turn the camera off. That was getting close. I'm going to show you in a minute what's going on outside because it looks crazy right now. Like I said, Leo in particular could be Aries, Sag. Only because I've seen the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and here it is, and then here's the sign of Leo. But going to be different for all of you. What's the Ten of Swords about? And why the Seven of Wands? Why the Seven of Wands over here? Wow. And then what's this situation about? Ace of Swords, Six of Wands. More about the situation here. Okay. Nine of Swords. Wow. Okay. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. That was their, oh my goodness gracious. You know what, Capricorn? Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords in your overall energy, okay? This person, I clarified what this Nine of Swords was about for them, and it is the King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and then the Ten of Swords. You feel a sense of betrayal. This person feels a sense of betrayal. And or they're aware that they did this to you, you them. Two sides to every story, right? So let me get a little bit more specific. If this is resonating with you, great. If not, this might not be a reading. This is a very specific group of you. I feel like Capricorn, there's a sense of going back and forth about feeling misunderstood here. And I feel like the person that you're dealing with has the Fool and the Five of Cups over the Hanged Man. So they're gaining another perspective. I feel like they are focused on the loss here, or there's some sort of regret surrounding this situation. There was a very impulsive, immature vibe going on. And I feel like this person's like kind of examining the situation, seeing how things could have been different, wanting another chance is what I heard, or you are. I mean, it could be interchangeable. But I feel like there's still a very immature vibe surrounding the situation. Now, this person sees you as having your defenses up and almost feeling justified in that, okay? And I feel like the reason that you feel justified is because you feel hurt in the situation here. And you have your defenses up, you know, over the next 2 weeks, most definitely. Then you have the Page of Rods here and Four of Cups. So you're uninterested in what this person has to say or offer at this point. I feel like you want a new... It's kind of like keeping your head down in the situation. Like, Yeah, you know that you have an important connection with this person, but at the same time, you don't want to hear it, you know? And I feel like this person feels betrayed by that behavior. They feel, you know, they're covering up a lot on their end too, but I feel like what they're covering up is the fact of how much they're stressing over the situation. Yeah, Queen of Wands has the Five of Wands. There's conflict surrounding this. You may have walked away from that, or they walked away from that type of energy. And I feel like they're now kind of covering up their disappointment in the situation because they're trying to move forward from it, because they've seen it in a different light, or they will be over the next 2 weeks. And, you know, there's a sense of wanting to stay emotionally committed to whatever it is they feel is right, you know? Now, there's a total another situation going on outside of this where, so that might be like one thing that's going on in your life, and then you have another situation here where you're going to be getting clarity and communication and attention from someone that you might have had some conflict with, that I feel makes you feel justified. Like, you may be going to someone and talking to someone about the situation, and they're communicating back with you and helping you, like they're kind of giving you that attention, that ear. And you know how like when you talk to a friend and you're not certain whether, you know, you're being misunderstood or not, and then that person's like, nope, you know what, you don't need to deal with that, blah blah blah. Like, this person's making you feel justified, you know what I'm saying? And that could be good or bad, honestly. It depends what kind of friends you got. But, you know, like someone, yeah. But there's still a sense of heaviness here. God, I couldn't get that out. Heaviness here. Yeah, and not wanting to let go. You're in a fixed position about this, Capricorn. So I think that whoa, some of you could be dealing with a fixed sign. I'm sorry, I just had a huge flash of lightning. I'm going to wrap this up. Fixed sign, you could be dealing with a Scorpio in particular is what I have out, but I have, you know, a fixed sign is also Aquarius, Leo, which I saw prior, and Taurus. So, and Taurus is out as well. And Aquarius is, all the fixed signs are out. So some of you are definitely dealing with a fixed energy, okay? Or you have those placements in your chart. So yeah, I feel like, you know, I think ultimately there's going to be a decision to end things and move forward and become more emotionally open and available. But I feel like you're hashing things out with someone here, whether that is like bouncing ideas or how you feel off of another person regarding the situation, or it's actually with this person that you're having the situation with. I feel like for most of you, it's not. It's like there's an external person that you may speak to about how you feel, and they're trying to provide you some guidance, but at the same time there's a sense of not wanting to hear it here, and then finally making this decision to put an end to it, which opens you up to a new beginning here. But I feel like that's more future energy, like even into August, you know what I'm saying? But time is but a concept. It's going to be a different timeline for all of you. And then this person's over here feeling disappointed. I got the Seven of Pentacles out twice, covering it up though, you know, to some degree or another, and trying to move forward. So why the King of Cups? I'm going to get one more clarifier and I'm going to leave it there. The Sun card. Somebody's committed to finding their happiness here internally. You know, Capricorn, sometimes it's okay to be misunderstood. But it's not okay to live there forever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's okay to be sad, but you don't want to define yourself as a sad person. You're a person having a sad moment. Vice versa, like, don't live your life thinking like you're always going to be misunderstood. You're being misunderstood, but it's only in this moment or with this person, you know? So be careful in how you define yourself is what I'm saying to you. And I think that's important for you to hear and or for your cross watcher to hear, okay? So be careful of the labels that you place on yourself because they are just that, labels, you know? So, like I said, could be dealing with any of the fixed signs. I have Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus all out. I have Gemini out. I have Cancer here. Pisces, Aries. Yep, those are the predominant zodiac signs. But keep in mind that, you know, these could be placements in your chart or placements in the birth chart of the person you're dealing with. Either way, it's going to be different for all of you, but I do wish you the very best. And let me know how this resonated. Until next time, my friends, namaste and goodbye.